My name is Jeff. Soon you'll know me as Sigma. I'm going to do a quick analysis of this one little simple picture. And this isn't even going to be the full analysis. I'm not going to do an analysis of the fact that he is kissing the flag. That I could easily double the size of this proof if I simply added that to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to do an analysis of the words American flag and the name Donald J. Trump. All right, it's going to tell a story. All the little keywords will. All right, American is anagram for CIA man, ER. CIA man remains the same. ER is emergency room. The one where I live would be at the Rome Medical Center. I don't think they do now, but they used to go by the initials RMC. Proof of this can be found on a bench in the park and also on the awning to the emergency room of the old Rome Medical Center downtown, which is now serving as a ghost hospital, Harriman Hospital. So, anyway, ER translates to RMC. That's an anagram for Mr. C. That's a Happy Days character played by Tom Bosley. The TB adds up to 22, which is V. The other remaining letters are the O, Y, L, E, S. So you get Voiles from T. Bosley. So Voiles, you get the name Voiles, plus then you can take Voiles to the next step. Rearrange the letters S, V, Y, E, L, O. S is 19, VY is 47. ELO, the only ELO album I ever owned was Out of the Blue. The cover art featured a flying saucer, so therefore to me ELO equals flying saucer. Voiles equals 1947 flying saucer. So from American, just that one word, we get the name Voiles, CIA man, and 1947 flying saucer. Now, Voiles is also the last name of my parents. Lowell Weigel, my father. I rearranged his letters in his name. Vial, LG, and OL. Vial adds up to 44. Break that down to its letter value, which is 18, which is R. LG adds up to 19, which is S. The OL remains the same. Take the R, S, OL, and use those letters to make Roswell. Lowell Weigel equals Roswell. Now, of course, his name Voiles translates to 1947 Flying Saucer. Therefore, Lowell Weigel Voiles translates to Roswell 1947 Flying Saucer. Now, Brenda translates to ETDNA. That translates to that expands to extraterrestrial DNA. N is N, NA, the N remains the same. NA is N14 minus A1 is 13, which is M. Therefore, N equals NM. Brenda Ann equals extraterrestrial DNA NM. So, all right, so from American, we get Voiles, 1947 Flying Saucer, CIA Man. From the name Voiles, we get Brenda Ann and Lowell Weigel, which translate to Roswell, New Mexico, extraterrestrial DNA. Therefore, Voiles, 1947 Flying Saucer, CIA Man. That's going to be very hard for me to say CIA again and again. That becomes Roswell, New Mexico, 1947, CIA Man, extraterrestrial DNA, flying saucer. Therefore, American equals CIA man, extraterrestrial DNA, flying saucer, Roswell, New Mexico, 1947. All right. Move down the flag. So that's just for American. Now we're moving on to flag. Flag is ALF. G. ALF is alien life form. G is 7, therefore flag equals alien life form 7. So American flag, from American we get CIA man, extraterrestrial DNA, flying saucer, Roswell, New Mexico, 1947. From flag we get alien life form 7. So from American flag we get CIA man, extraterrestrial alien life form DNA, flying saucer, Roswell, New Mexico, 7, 1947. So 7, 1947 is when the flying saucer crashed in Roswell, New Mexico. All right, so now we just gotten through the flag. We haven't even gotten to the actual president yet. So now let's move on to Donald J. Trump. So there was a viral video in which Honeybee flew toward Donald J. Trump. He trapped it in his hand, and then he opened his hand, and it was crawling around. And King Charles was watching. And I think Camellia, is she the queen? I think they're married, aren't they? I don't know. I don't pay that much attention, but regardless, Donald J. Trump was in a viral video in which a honeybee flew to Ivanka's dad. So when we saw the honeybee fly to Donald J. Trump, we saw that honeybees fly to Ivanka's dad. So honeybees translates to the name Voiles. Fly is a movie by Jeff Lynne Goldblum. The name of the movie is not found in Goldblum, but it is found in Jeff Lynne, so we disregard Goldblum and keep the Jeff Lynne. So Fly equals Jeff Lynne. So from Honeybee's Fly, we get Voiles Jeff Lynne, which is Jeff Lynne Voiles. Now we go down to Ivanka's dad. Break that into Ivan, KAS, DA, and D. Ivan remains Ivan. KAS adds up to 31. Separate that to 1 and 3. Expand the 1 to 2 digits. Keep the 3 in 1 digit. Then push them together and make 013. The DA adds up to 5. Now the D equals 4. 4 with the shift key equals $sign. $sign represents a dollar bill. On a dollar bill, you see the President of the United States, whose name is Washington. Therefore, Ivanka's dad equals Ivan 0135, President of the United States, Washington. Therefore, Donald J. Trump equals Honeybee's Fly to Ivanka's dad, President of the United States, Washington. So Honeybee's Fly, that's Jeff Lynne Voiles. Ivanka's dad, that's Ivan 0135, President of the United States, Washington. Well, no, the President of the United States, Washington comes from the last D. So Ivanka's DA, all the way up to that point, that is Ivan 0135. And then the final D becomes President of the United States, Washington. So anyway, Honeybee's Fly, Ivanka's dad, translates to Jeff Lynne Voiles, Ivan 0135, President of the United States, Washington. Now, who is Ivanka's dad? Donald J. Trump. So the final result from that viral video is Washington, President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, Jeff Lynne Voiles, Ivan 0135. So American flag being held by Donald J. Trump translates to CIA man, extraterrestrial alien life form DNA, flying saucer, Roswell, New Mexico, July 1947. Then Donald J. Trump translates to Donald J. Trump, President of the United States, Washington, Jeff Lynne Voiles, Ivan 0135. All right, so I guess that's it for this one.